And yes, it's JC. I'm back at MobiCon 2017. This is SciMAX TV and SciMAX Radio. The guys over at SciMAX Radio right now are listening in. What's up, everybody over in the studio? That's what we're getting right now. We have one of our good cosplayers here. Will you give them your name?
Robert Holloway.
And how long have you been doing this?
Been cosplaying about maybe 2 or 3 years.
And how long have you been a part of MobiCon?
Since the very beginning, I helped start it.
See, look at here. One of the guys that helped start MobiCon. Why don't you tell our viewers at home what all it's come to, from how it became from the humble beginnings to now?
Well, it started out mainly as a comic book convention. I'd say we had about 75% of the place was comic book related, and now it's gone all sci-fi, fantasies, and anything in that genre.
So it just blew up. It blew up big time. Well, let me ask you. I was actually at the ones on the Causeway. I know you remember those. That was some of the first ones. Middle area. Let me ask you something. Is there something that was at those that they don't have here that you miss?
Let's see. Comic books are not here this year. They ain't got no comic books.
Oh yeah, there's a comic book vendor here.
Where?
They were set up over here past few days.
Books A Million?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about, when I say comic books, I'm talking about maybe 3 or 4 tables full of comics.
They didn't have that here.
That's what I miss.
Well, what about the live action role plays?
I've done that a few times. I didn't get into that this year, but yeah, I've done that for a long time. I was in the vampire group for a while.
Oh, dude, I love vampires when we done that because you got to be like either Helsing, a detective, or a vampire. I loved it. It was so fun.
I usually play the vampire.
Yeah. Because you kind of immortal, Yeah. But yes, this man right here has been here from day one of MobiCon. And I'm being serious. Day one, he was here. This man was here. Let me ask you, who was the original people that started this?
Stephen Barrington, God rest his soul, he's now gone, was the one that basically put it together. There was a guy named Dan Snyder, Regina Snyder, David, I can't his last name, but it was about 20 people that started it.
And do you think that the guys would be proud of what's happened now?
A mix. Some of it would be proud of, and some of it would be some of it would be a little, I didn't think it would go in that direction.
Well, you can't never control, but with the sci-fi genre, the way everything's going, as you see, we're here on YouTube, broadcasting live. We're on our audio streams as well. It's just sci-fi has blown up in the past 20 years.
And it's also gotten more popular because when I first started, it was just a little niche of people who like sci-fi, fantasy, and stuff like this. Now it's more mainstream.
Well, it took us geeks 20 years to get us mainstream. 20 years to get the geekdom and the nerddom to full mainstream. And you know what? It's been a hell of a ride, hasn't it?
It's been one hell of a ride. It's also been a fun one.
Oh, yeah. Especially, when you see all this around here.
I can remember going to one of these things and having the people look at us like, what is that?
Oh, yeah. Especially when you're in full cosplay and you got a really, really elaborate setup like Iron Man earlier. Did you see him?
I've seen them.
Yes. Like when you have setups like that, or the guys from League of Legends. Remember when he was here year before last?
Yes.
Yes. That was an awesome costume.
Are some of the people who are deeper. I get into cosplay a little bit, but I hadn't got the money to really get in. But some of the people who do it for a living, when I first saw them, you had people who walked up to me and said, "What is that?" I'm sitting there going, "Someone having fun."
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But you know what? Either way, all of them here are having fun. Look, watch. I'll switch our view real quick so we can commentate on some of these, and that way everybody knows that yes, we are at MobiCon. Look at all of these costumes. Check them out, man. For real. I mean, we're getting. Look, you see, you got the horn lady right there. That's a little bitty cosplay. But then you got those elaborate ones, those real elaborate ones, like the young lady over there is in the I guess the Japanese schoolgirl outfit. So yeah, you got that. Earlier we had the carnival. You know, the Twisted Carnival guys. They were over here. Their costumes are actually in a movie.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
The cast is wearing their costumes here.
But yeah, cosplay has become probably the biggest thing in sci-fi right now because people want to become their favorite character.
Yeah. I mean, there was one guy that earlier he was epic because he was so mad, and you know the characters from Dragon Ball, right?
Yes.
Okay, he was mad because everybody was calling him Goku, but he was Gohan. He had Fidel with him the whole time.
I know Dragon Ball. I wouldn't really recognize the characters because I wasn't that big into the Dragon Ball Z stuff. I mind, like I said, was comic books. I could recognize just about any comic book character that would walk in here.
So what do you think about all the Deadpools we're seeing?
I like some of their costumes, and I'm going to be honest, some of them are a little...
Frou-frou?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it happens. I mean, really, it does.
Think about it. Some people... if you're trying, some of those people don't have some of the budget some people have. Like me, I threw this together from a lot of stuff from Goodwill and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you know, people don't realize you can go to these little thrift stores and stuff and do this. Look at these. Hold up, ladies. Stay right where you're at. Look right at the green dot. Give a wave to the world. Check this. What do you think about this one?
Very, very nice.
It's pretty.
Very nice.
But yeah, see, check them out. I love the outfits that they got. You can tell they put some time into it. Did you make them yourself? Did you make them yourself? Y'all ordered them? Well, that's a cute outfit. Thank you. You guys have a good day. But yeah, I mean, see, they bought theirs. You got some that will take the time and build theirs. Now, Iron Man, he told me, he built his.
It's kind of hard to buy that off the rack because you're going to have to, things like that you have to build. Most superhero costumes will have to be built because you can find them, but let's face it, most of the stuff you'd find now in the store is a Halloween costume type stuff that really is just out there cheesy.
It's just cheesy. And, you know, we've got them all running around here. We've had great interviews today. We've interviewed Jeremy London earlier. Great guy. You've met him. I know you have. He's real down to earth.
I like that about some of the people who were in businesses like the movie business and stuff like that. I have run into, going to these cons, I've run into some that are, I'm a nice guy, blah, 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 we'll talk and all that. Then I'll run into, I'm a star. Don't talk to me unless I talk to you first.
Yeah. That's the kind of, and that's the ones that kind of like they put them on the back burner for roles. Yeah. But no, that man right there, he's humble. He's humble, and that's what you like out of somebody that's made it that far.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, and like I said, he commented, he liked the outfit I was wearing, and he saw it. I said to go and thank you.
But yeah, man, and everything's, this year's been pretty nice. I mean, I went to the gaming room earlier, and I'm not going to lie to you. There was these boys down there doing the Smash Brothers tournament, and this nice young man comes up wearing a backpack, and he's trying to get their attention, and it was like a racist deal for me, is what it seemed like.
I know who you're talking about. I was at the panel he was in there after he did that, and I'm sitting there. I apologize to him for it, but
yeah, I mean, you can't do that in sci-fi. I don't care who you are. There is no color, okay? There is no discrimination. There's nothing like that. You know why?
We all bleed red.
That's right, and we're all peaceful, unless you mess with our chicks.
Well, generally, this
Sadly,
convention
that's going to happen regardless.
It has a reputation of being one of the friendliest ones, so I am sorry that happened.
Yeah, there's small incidents that happen like that. That's the only time I've ever heard of something like that, except for one year I think they had a big deal about Star Trek versus Star Wars kind of deal, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, that was funny. Sitting there watching them going, it's Star Wars. No, it's Star Trek. It's the best. I'm sitting there going, you can like either one, you can like both, or you can like neither, but it's preference, not...
Preference, well, it's that, and then a lot of them are getting mad because, how can I put this? You've got so much of the technology today, like cell phones and all this, that was extracted from Star Trek.
Yes.
And Star Wars are pissed off because they haven't made none of it.
Well, look, Star Trek has about a 20-year head start on them.
That's true. That is true. And, you know, when you look at everything and you look at all the cosplay and all that, they still argue back and forth. Oh, it was Star Wars. No, it's Star Trek, Star Wars. Look, I see it like this. We're all a big family. We're all a big sci-fi community. Let's love one another and be peaceful. There's no sense in being hated like that. There isn't, is it?
No, it's not, because we're all, like I said, we were the outsiders and had everybody looking at us like, y'all are weird, and then now we're the norm.
No, we're not the norm. We're the cool.
Yes, we are.
We're the cool now. And that's what's awesome, because we are the cool ones now. You know, it took us a long time to beat them jocks out of the way.
Yeah. When I was going to school, the football team was king, and I'm like, no, you're not. We had, for instance, I'll give you a story. When I was going to school, I was in the gymnastics team and the football team. We literally played them in a game of football, and the gymnastics team beat the football team.
Let me take a guess. Y'all flipped over them, didn't you?
Oh, we flipped over them around. We moved a lot faster because our bodies were.
You're more limber.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, look at all this. Ho, hey, Bane. Don't move. Take a look. You're on SciMAX TV, brother. I love it. Show them the lightsaber. Oh, nice. I like it. Thank you so much. We got Bane. We got everything going on here. Man, it's blew up this year. I think it was bigger this year than it has been the past few years, right?
I wasn't here last year because I was sick, but the year before that we had about, I think they said they had 600 and some odd people. I think we reached that already, and I think we're going to bypass it.
Actually, from what I'm looking at right now, I think we've had closer to the big 1,000 mark, if not more.
That might be it. Like I said, I wouldn't know the numbers, but it looks like there's a lot more people here than there was.
Well, you seen the cosplay parade today.
I was in it.
Yeah, you seen how huge that was compared to before.
Yes, it was
Yes.
twice as big as.
Yeah, and I counted at least 150 people in the parade.
So yeah, but it was an interesting, and watching the people. Like I said, we walked around and watched the people look at us, and they were clapping. So that means we have them. They're still looking at us like, oh my God! It was like, yeah.
Yeah. You know what helped get us there, and I have to give them credit, is the show The Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
If it wouldn't have been for Sheldon Cooper and Leonard Hofstadter, I don't think we'd be here.
Well, science fiction and fantasy has been growing over the last 10 to 15 years anyway, with things, and I also give part of that credit to like shows like the X-Files.
Yeah.
And recently they've gotten more budgets into them, like Game of Thrones and stuff, and the Daredevil stuff, and then there's the Marvel movies that's also giving us a big push.
Yeah. The big push, I think, was Iron Man really pushed us and shoved us completely over.
Iron Man opened the door as far as the general public is to superhero movies, because we had things like Batman and stuff like that kept a good following, but the really thing that opened the door and everybody basically in the world's going, wow, those movies can be really good, was Iron Man. And then Captain America, to me, had us go through the door.
Well, Captain America on my front, I think really, gave us a perspective of how the character really was from day one up before. And I'm not going to lie to you, he couldn't have played that part any better.
No, he could not. They chose the perfect actor to play Captain America.
And Iron Man.
And Iron Man.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. was Tony Stark if you look at him. If you
Oh, yeah.
the comic books and you look at him, he is Tony Stark.
Oh, yeah, he embodies Tony Stark. And I'll tell you another one that I was really surprised at was Thor. They perfect. You couldn't have matched these people better.
No, you couldn't. If you take a look at the comic books and look at them on things, they're as close as you can get in real life to the characters.
Oh, yeah, all of them, including, like, for instance, Vision.
Yeah.
Vision's on the money. Scarlet Witch.
She's on the money to Black Widow.
Oh, why you now? There has been a fight going on online ever since Civil War come out. All right, who's the hottest one between the two, the Scarlet Witch or the Black Widow?
Black Widow.
Hands down, Black Widow.
I have to agree.
I'm there with you. Scarlett Johansson played that.
Her own movie.
Oh yeah, she is. That's right. She is getting her own movie. Doesn't it show the beginning of Black Widow?
I haven't seen that. I didn't know that she's getting one. I said, if Marvel is listening, give her own movie. She deserves it.
No, they're giving her own movie.
I haven't been up on all some of the things. I hadn't gotten a hold of looked online lately, so I wouldn't know.
Well, she's supposed to start filming that, I think, after the whole deal with Ghost in the Shell and the next Avengers movie.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yes. Oh, the Infinity Wars is going to be epic. We all know this. But yes, as you see, these guys are coming through with the cosplay, wearing the different stuff. It's just, it's beautiful. I mean, the work is awesome.
Well, people, when it comes to something that people enjoy and love, they will put the detail into it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, like the Iron Man suit. Dude, he put the detail into it down to the letter.
That's when you can tell when someone really cares about the stuff they're into, and they will put the work into it, and they're let's face it, they're proud of it, because you should be. When you put that kind of detail into something, show it.
That's it. That's it. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right here on SciMAX TV. Thank you for tuning in. This is MobiCon 2017. It's JC. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
No problem. And we will be here to the rest of the day and tomorrow, so be sure to come check us out, Mobile, Alabama, MobiCon, the Mobile Comic Con. And it's how old now?
This is number 27, I think. Like 27?
Oh, y'all hitting the 30 mark.
Oh, yeah, we're about to middle age.
Wow. Wow. That's going to be epic. The 30 year, I'm definitely wanting to cover.
Oh, I definitely won't be on that one.
I want to cover that all day long.
Because they better have something good planned on that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, tthank you all. We'll be back soon right here on SciMAX TV. Keep it tuned in.